Hello everyone, how everything going? Hope all is well. In this tutorial, we're gonna be going over classes, inheritance, and subclasses. Pretty much, we've been dealing with classes the whole time. We've been dealing this. You see this hello world, it's a class, and you see this is the main method. Basically, we're gonna be going over what is classes. It's gonna be real short. I'm not finna go too much. I just made an hour video on classes and it's deleted. I'm so mad right now. So I'm gonna try to keep this short as I can. Real brief on classes and subclasses. Like I said, I just made a video and somehow it deleted. I'm so mad right now. It was a good video, but basically I'm gonna try to see if I can keep it up. Basically, a class it's like a file. If you want something outside this file, you gotta import that class and get whatever you want out that file. And basically that's much. So if I go in here real quick and let's see a perfect example of a class. So if I say we're gonna say local date. Now we system. Now we print this. I just imported the class and now I printed it. You see, I imported local date. Well, Java imported it for me. I forgot to import it, but Java good. That's one thing I like about IntelliJ, being that I forgot to import the local date, the time class. It imported it itself. So now let's say if I say local date dot. You see all these let me show you something real quick. Let's delete this. So you see all these methods in here in this one class. You see all these methods in here. These basically methods. These are what you call methods inside of class. So let's say if I say dot. Let's see what this print. Yeah, this just gonna be a real brief, short introduction for classes and subclasses and inheritance. I just made an hour-long video and it deleted. I'm so frustrated right now. I've been doing that for the last few hours and somehow deleted. So I'm gonna try to get the best I can in a short amount of time with classes, interfaces, and inheritance with Java. So you see how I got Thursday. When you import a class in Java, you can use anything inside that class as long as you be specific about what method you want to use inside that class. A class, you don't have to have a constructor. You could just have methods in it. When you got a constructor in the class, you have getters, setters, so you can locate whatever you have inside that class. So now let's say, let me be more specific. So say I'm gonna come down here and I'm gonna create another class. We're gonna call this employee, right? We're gonna call this employee. So I'm gonna say, when you create a class, you create constructors. So I'm gonna say employee. Let's get some variables. So what we're gonna say? We're gonna say string. We're gonna say string. We're gonna say private. String first name, right? Now we come private string last name, right? Now we gonna come. So what else employee gonna have? We got first name, last name. So now we gonna say private. We gonna get let's see. We're gonna use the same thing right here. We're gonna use this local date. We're gonna use that, right? We're gonna say local date. Right. So now you gotta make a constructor so you can dress your whole class up, right? So we say, okay, we got the employee class, so we gotta make a constructor for this employee class. We're gonna say string. We're gonna say string s, no, first name. We're gonna use F for first name, string L for last name. Then we're gonna use, we got the year, so we're gonna say int year. We're gonna say int year. We're gonna say month, right? Then we're gonna say day, right? So now we gotta set these. We gotta set our parameters. Okay. So now we're gonna say string. No, we're gonna say first name equals F, right? Then we're gonna say last name equals L. Then we're gonna say higher day equals dot yeah, right. So now we gotta, when you create a constructor, you gotta have setters and getters for your constructor. So now let's make some setters for it. So we're gonna say set first name, set last name, set higher day, right? Now you gotta make some getters. So we say get higher date. This how you retrieve your data, and this how you gonna print it to the console. You gotta have some getters. So we're gonna say get last name, and we're gonna say get first name, right? So now we come up here, we say, let's delete this right here. We're gonna say employee. We're gonna say employee equal new employee, right? And we pass in the parameter. So we said first name. We're gonna say my name. Let's say that's all right. Then we're gonna say year. Year is what the year is. It's 2022. What this month is 12. Then what the day is 22. Almost Christmas. All right. So now we're gonna print that. We're gonna print the user. Just gonna keep this real short. So we're gonna print the user. We're gonna print the employee first name. All right. Let's see. Let's run this. Run play. Let's see what's going on. Let's see what's going on real quick. We got Herman. We print it. We say employee dot get first name. That's Herman. You see what the getters and setters at? We got the getter get first name. In order for you to print that, we had to put the getter get first name, right? So setters is how you set the data. Getters is how you get the data. You see, you got the setters. You set the name, set higher data. That's how you get the data, right? So now, but in your program, when you're not finna use this, put all this code in the main method at. You're gonna use classes and different files for that, right? So let's say we gonna. But before we talk about how to create, let's talk about packages real quick. I forgot to talk about packages. Packages, that's how you keep sections of your all your classes, whether it's XML, whatever kind of file it is, you're gonna put it inside a package. That's how you access your files or whatever the situation is. So let's create a package up here. We're gonna create a package right here. We're gonna say new, then we're gonna say package. We're gonna say employee. You can name it whatever you want, but let's just name it employee, right? So inside this package, I'm gonna create employee class. I'm gonna say employee. I'm gonna say, you know, we got, yeah. I'm gonna say employee Java, right? So now, first thing when you create a class, you gotta put what package that class belongs to. So I'm gonna say package employee, right? Public class employee, right? And I'm gonna copy this. I'm gonna go over here. I'm gonna copy all this. And I'm gonna put this inside of there. I'm gonna delete this. So it's giving us error, right? It's giving us error. Let's see why it's giving us error. We need to import the package right here. So I'm pretty sure it's import class, right? It's giving us more errors. Let's see what's going on. So we got class, we got public. Okay, so alright, let's see what's going on. So let's run it real quick. Now you see how Java imported it. I forgot to import that package in here. Java imported import employee dot and the class name employee. Whatever you want out that class, you gotta import that class, then the package, the class, and then the method name behind it. So you see we're getting that. So now let's talk about subclasses and the heritage. Subclasses and the it's basically you extending this. So we got an employee. So what kind of employee we could have? It could be a mechanic or a teacher or whatever kind of employee. So let's extend employee class. So we're gonna name this our first employee gotta be a manager, right? We're gonna create it in the same package as employee. As an employee package. So we're gonna say manager. Right. What's the first thing we gotta do right now? I wanna see if you remember. What's the first thing we gotta do when we creating this class? We gotta say what package name it is. Every time you create a package and you create a class, you say what package name it is, and this is employee package. So we're gonna say public class manager, right? And we gotta say this extend employee class, right? And it's basically it just gonna create IntelliJ gonna create our constructor and our super. So basically this super inherited everything from the employee class. So right now we don't got to make no setters and getters because it already has setters and getters. But we gonna add some more variables over here in perimeter. So we're gonna say manager. What a manager has? Secretary. So we're gonna say string. We're gonna say secretary set. Right. Make this private. So private string secretary. Right. So we're gonna say string, right, F for secretary, right? So now we're gonna come right here, we're gonna say secretary equals S. So right now, this inherited from employee class, only thing we gotta make setters and getters for is the secretary. Right. So now we come back over here. Let's go to, let's see what we got right here. Alright, perfect. So let's say we're gonna say now system dot we're gonna say manager. Right, and we say, okay, so what we got? Secretary. So we need the secretary name. We're gonna say the secretary name equals the employee first name. Right. Now we need string right here, first name. So we're gonna say Jeffrey. What else we need? Yeah. There. Right. Close it. What's going on? It said remove 6 perimeter. Let's see what's going on. Oh, okay. We need to put the day. So month is 12. Day is 22, right? Okay. So we're gonna print the manager secretary. Okay, so let's see what we got. So we got the manager secretary is Herman, the manager first name is Jeffrey. Okay, so we just went over what classes is, what inheritance is, and what subclasses is. Basically, a class is like this hello world, then you got a method, man. I'm gonna go more in depth to it, like I said. But if you really want to go more in depth with classes and interfaces, I advise you to get a good book on it. They have a whole lot of good books. Check out O'Reilly. Check out Amazon. I mean, it's pretty straightforward. Basically, what we made employee packages. You gotta import. You gotta name your package as soon as you make your class. The package gotta be the first thing in there. We made employee class with parameters with a first name, last name, and a hire date. We made a manager class that extends the employee class and inherits everything on us. So we talked about classes, subclasses, and inheritance. Pretty straightforward, not that hard. I mean, I'm gonna keep it real short, just to give you a little understanding of what classes is in Java. Then we called that from the main method right here. So thank you for joining this, clicking on this link. See you in the next tutorial. We're gonna be talking about interfaces. Have a good day.